Hello, everyone. Hi, Morag. How are you? Welcome. We'll be starting in about 2 or 3 minutes. Now, you have to forgive me. We've got this big surprise, but there are probably going to be glitches. Hey, Tammy, how are you? Hi, Eagle. So, we will start in just a minute. Okay, everyone, here we go. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I know the setup is a little different. You probably see like black on the side here, and I apologize. We're still, David and I are working out the kinks. This is, I hope everybody's doing okay. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day so far or have had a wonderful day so far. Thank you so much for coming in. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Cindy. I am at Simply Cindy. I am a psychic medium. I have lots of tools in my basket. So today is the final day that we're going to do energy, mediumship, and whatever spirit, higher selves, whatever goes on. We've had some fun this week doing this. We are starting uh, tarot next week. So all next week, so I think it's tomorrow, starting tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday. I am going to go live doing tarot for those 3 days. So all next week is tarot week. So for the last day, I was trying to get on here last night, but or yesterday, but this just took a lot. It takes a lot to set this stuff up, and I thank God I have a David, and so I had to I had to learn this stuff too, as well as him and I setting it up. So didn't get to come on last night, but the surprise. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Wendy. I'm at work, so I'll have to watch this when I get off. I'll buy you coffee. Thank you. Uh, so hi, Morag. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Eagle. Hi, Eagle. And hi, Tammy. And I hope everyone's having a great day. So this is the surprise. I am not doing, I am going through Zoom right now. So I did this so that we can have you guys call in or come in and join me as if you have a question, or um, if you just want to talk about a subject, or if you have a comment, or if you want people to see you and meet you, because all of you lovely warrior women and men, I get to see you because I have readings with you. We have private sessions, we have stuff like that, but not a lot of people get to meet you. And so I thought, what a better way to do this. And we can both join in. We're still working out the kinks. So you guys have to bear with me. But if you are interested, I am only going to take one or two people today, just because this is all new to me and I'm still trying to learn it. And if we have time, then we'll do another one. But what there are parameters to this. You have to show your face, okay? So you can't be off camera, and it is through Zoom. And so if you're okay with that, then I would like for you to email me right now really quickly. I am going to send you a link, and then you will can go through Zoom and come on here with me, right? So what do you guys think about that? I guess I need to give my email. I'll put my email out here. Okay, I put my email up there so you can email me. I'm only right now going to take two people. Um, just because this is slow, we're learning how to do this. If I had David, and I will soon, um, I'm working on that to get him back on my team. So then I could do it quickly, right? But I have to do the technical part as well as channel and do it all, right? So great idea. I can't do that this evening as I'm with my family, but maybe sometime in the future. Really awesome. Yes, it's really awesome. I thought it would be really cool for people to, because we're getting to know each other. You guys are getting to know each other, and that's why the one of the parameters is that you have to show your face. You're gonna have to show your face on camera, um, because I want people to know you. I want people to know you. I know you. You guys, you women are wonderful, beautiful souls, and I want them to know you. Hi, baby angel. So again, bear with the technical difficulties. This will be helping me like get through all of that too. I have just learned the system. I'm doing it at different screens now, so I'm trying to get used to that. But if you're interested, just email me real quick. I'm only taking two right now, but I may take a third if it goes really well, right? And I just thought this would be a great way for the last um, to show it off for the last mediumship energy live, right? And then so next week when I do tarot, actually it starts tomorrow. When I do tarot, you'll come in as well. So I'll have you come in through Zoom. So if you're okay with that, you're okay showing your face. I think it's a great experience to have people get to see you, get to meet you, and then get to interact with me as you're asking questions and I'm channeling, right? And so it kind of gives you guys, those of you that have never seen me and those of you that have never seen me in session, kind of gives you guys a sneak peek at how we do things, right? So I'd love to join in when I don't have people in my house. If everyone is having a great weekend. Yeah, I mean, I understand, and this is a surprise, so not everybody was like ready for this, but I wanted to do this today. So, you guys take your time. I'm gonna go look at the email really quickly, and see if anybody's emailed me. There is no pressure to do this. I just thought it would be a cool thing to do. And if nobody wants to do this or nobody can do this, that's fine. I'll do it this way for right now. Right. And we don't have to have somebody in right now. I can always, we can always just keep going. And then if somebody wants to come in, then we'll do the appropriate thing. Right. So, let me look at my email really quickly. And as I'm looking at my email, I see that Wendy bought me coffee. Thank you, Wendy. Uh, let's see. Thank you so much, Wendy. I appreciate it. So, yeah, nobody's emailed me yet. So, if you're interested, I put my email there before. It's yourpath39 at Gmail. So, and I know don't feel pressured. I know it's a lot of pressure, like to get on camera. Trust me. It took me a long time to get over it. Not a long time. It just took me because I had to in my other work because we worked with media too, so I had to like learn how to get in front of the camera. That's not an easy thing, but I just think that doing something like this, it really, like, remember that people are listening, people are watching, and your story matters, and you matter, and so you may be asking a question that a lot of people have, and either don't have an outlet to be able to ask it or don't have somebody that they think and trust that they can be able to ask these things. So Tammy just emailed me. She said, okay. So let me look. I know Tammy's email, but okay, perfect. Okay, let me, again, bear with me, everybody. So, um, and then go here. I'm just doing this on camera with you guys, but we're going to try this out. Okay, Tammy, I'm sending that to you right now. Okay, I will be right back. I'm going to put the be right back on here because this is kind of how we have to do it. So you guys talk amongst yourself, decide if maybe that's something. I'm going to take one more person. So I can email you the link. Hold on. So I'll be right back as we set everything up. Hey, can you guys let Mom Otto know what's going on? Because I'm pretty sure she's going to do it. Okay, let me take a break. Let me put my mic on mute. Hey guys, I'm just waiting for Tammy to like come in. So, um, thank you, Eagle, for letting everybody know, for letting Mom Otto know. And Baby Angel, she said next time. That's perfect. The time is going to be when the time is going to be, right? Um, and this today is just so that we can sort of get used to this. I'm not going to be doing this every time, but I did want to be able to bring this in because I think we all deserve it, right? I think that it's kind of cool. I think that um, we should stop being afraid of technology and embrace it so that it doesn't go the way that people don't want it to go, right? And the only way to do that is to learn about it, to get comfortable with it, right? So, um, thank you guys for the hearts. Thanks for listening to me. Um, so Moreg says, great idea. I can't do this evening as my family, um, as I'm with my family. I'm not sure how to get in. So all you should do is use the link and then it'll like let me know and I'll invite you in. So you should just be able to use the link on your phone. Actually, you can do it. David tried it out last night on the phone and on a PC. So the link I sent you in the email, you should be able to get in with that. That's an invite. And I thank you guys for bearing with me. Like, I know that it can like throw off the cadence of what's going on, but I kind of think it's worth it. I think it's worth it, you know. Again, like I won't be using this every time, but I want to use it, especially when I'm doing some mediumship or some energy. Here you go. I got you. Okay, I'm gonna put myself on mute. Okay. Can everybody hear us? Tammy, can you say something?
Hello.
There we go. Hi, Pineapples in LA. How are
Hi,
you?
team.
So everyone, this is Witch. This is Tammy. Um, Pineapples in LA. I am doing this. This is the big surprise. Um, I wanted to get people when I'm doing readings. I just kind of wanted to. We're not going to do this every time, but I do want to do this, especially for tarot next week. But today too, in case we don't know what Spirit's going to do. I mean, Spirit's been awesome the last couple of lives, right? Look at Mom Otto has like smiley faces. I mean, with the heart's eyes for you, Tammy. Do you want to turn? Can you turn that down just a little bit so that we don't hear the feedback?
Yeah, I just moved.
Yeah, just mute it. But you can you hear me if you mute it?
Yeah, I just moved.
So, are you guys hearing it fine? Do you hear us both okay? Is everything looking good? So, are you guys hearing it fine? Do you hear us both okay? Everything looking good? I'm hearing some feedback, just a little bit. I'm hearing my voice back. That's why I'm asking you. Hearing some feedback, just a little bit. I'm hearing my voice. Yeah, back. I'm hearing an echo too.
There you go. Is that
okay.
better?
Yes, much better. Thank you. Can you still hear me? Tammy, can you hear me?
Yeah, but you're very faint.
Okay, how about if I move closer to the mic? Can you hear
There
me?
you go.
Okay. I'll move it closer
Speak
to
into
the
that mic.
I'm gonna have to like be right here. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Let me see if I can set this up. Thank you guys for being patient. This is exactly why I wanted to do it with this group today because I'm like, whatever goes wrong, we can fix it, right? Whatever goes wrong, they have the patience for me. They already know David is not here, but we spent 4 hours of us just building this, and then he had to train me. So poor David is like tired from his full day of work, and then he had to help me. So he's going to come in a little later. Tammy, I just talked to him and I was like, didn't we make Tammy a moderator? And he was like, yeah, I thought we did. So he's going to come in a little later, and I asked him to make some people moderators because I have no idea what's going to go on with the tarot, but people are finding us. It's going out further. So just any little help that you guys can give. You guys are just wonderful. So let's talk about you, Tammy. How are you? You got to give us an update about the job hunt, about what happened.
Well,
So can
the
you give us
job
a little?
hunt is kind of stagnant still.
Can you give us a little
Well,
background about what happened?
how they fired me?
Well, that you got. Oh, so that they let you go, and then you've been shut down, and then you were in the reading, and I want to know what's happened since. So
Yeah, I just kind of stayed at home, stayed to myself, did a lot of self-studying. Like I'm doing the 52 card deck.
okay.
What's it called again?
Uh-huh.
Meta something. Just studying the.
Yeah, how do you like that? Can you explain to people what that is? Because
Yeah,
some people may
I'm
not
going to
know.
my notes right now. It's called meta symbology,
Okay.
cardology.
Uh-huh.
So it gives me information. Say you were born July 1st. I look at my book. I'll show you.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
That gives me more personal stuff about you
Yeah.
before I do a reading.
Wow. That's
Yeah. So if
awesome.
anyone's born December 31st,
Uh-huh.
that's the Joker, and he can be anyone he wants in this card deck.
Like
So like I wrote it all down on paper,
uh-huh.
all that. Took me
Yeah.
about 2 weeks.
You're like me, just right. That's your
Well,
study.
because I can look at the pictures and I know what it means to me by looking at the pictures instead of
Right.
looking at my writing.
Right.
right? And then I incorporated ruins into my readings as well.
Wow.
I think I've only had about two people call me. I haven't really put myself out there like for other crystal shops to
Uh-huh.
read at
Uh-huh.
because I wanted to get this done first.
Right.
I
So
wanted to have all my tools in the bag.
Eagle says, "Oh, I know this card system. Robert Lee Camp, the author. Yes." She's asking you if Robert Lee Camp is the author, if that's the system she's thinking of. And Mom Otto said, "Thank you, David, in case you see this later, David." So so is it the same card system she's thinking of, Tammy?
No, I'm not
Okay.
familiar with that name. No.
Okay.
Um,
We don't know. You don't know the author, huh?
no, I don't.
So how do you like it? Does it resonate with you? Are you getting a lot more out of it than when you didn't do it?
Yeah,
Good. Are you
I like
feeling?
it because most people that go in, well, that came in the store would just get card readings, right?
Uh-huh.
So I only was allowed like 5 minutes to meditate on someone before they came in because they were just walk-ins.
Yeah.
That didn't give me much time, right?
Right.
So I thought I need something more because they only have half an hour, right? So
Uh-huh.
I came to cardology to tell
Nice.
me more about them. And
Yeah.
then I would ask them to pull a ruin amongst the cards.
Yeah.
I had like 4 or 5 people come in every week, all the time, because I was so accurate.
That's awesome.
And then I was working there for like about a year. And then it was over money, $40. You believe it? She calls me up the next day on my phone, both of them, and says, "Well, we still want to be your friend, but your service is no longer needed." And I said, "I can't talk to you right now. I'm doing a reading."
Yeah.
Like they're kids, right?
Uh-huh.
So I just thought, oh God,
Wow.
I knew it was coming because the cards told me.
Yeah.
And I even went to her the day before and I took my cards and I said, "What's going on here?" Right? I said, "What are you hiding from me?"
Uh-huh.
And she just smiled. But I knew she was hiding something from me.
Uh-huh.
And she came out and she walked me to my car. I knew this is it. I'm getting fired, right?
Yeah.
And she hugged me. And I said, "Is this our goodbye?" And she just started crying. So I knew.
Well, because she knows she's done something not right and she doesn't feel right about it either. So was
Well,
it so were they saying that what was the deal with the $40?
they had an event like outside, where they had other
Okay, they had an
people
event.
come.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And she wanted to charge me $40 for setting up the tent and all that. I said, "What?
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
kidding me?" All
Yeah.
the other things I went to were free. Why are you charging me $40 now?
Yeah.
And it was the other sister, like they were both sisters,
Uh-huh.
and it was the other one.
Okay.
And she goes, "Well, I don't like your energy anymore." And I'm thinking, you don't even know what energy is. Because they're only like 30, eh? I said, "I taught you everything you know
Yeah.
because they've only been in
Well,
business for three
here
years, right?"
yeah. Hi Rodney, how are you? So, here's the thing. It that's not a place that you resonate with. And that's not the only place. There are so many other places, you know.
Yeah.
There are so many other ways of doing your work, you know? And if they were already, from your perspective, going to take advantage of you, that was just the starting point. Or maybe that was even the first time that you saw it, but they have been taking advantage of you, right? And so I know that you have what you would call protection around you, right? White light, you're resonating really well. And your guides and your higher self is not, they know you, right? So they're not going to let you do this work and be taken advantage of. So, because I've seen it from the first
This
time
was
that
the
you
second
said
time they done this.
the what?
This was the second time they done this. I worked for them when they first opened.
Okay, so then you kind of know how they are, right? And
Yeah.
it's just not the place for you.
Mhm.
It's just not. And
No.
sometimes it's really scary when the comfortable thing is not good for you, right? But it's the comfortable thing, right? And so it's like me, like I'm so stubborn that they will shut everything down where all I can do is look to that one thing. And it's the most, usually, it's the thing that frightens you the most. And I've learned that over the years, over this last decade. If it scares me emotionally and in my like core, I do it. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I have to jump to do it. I have to leap. I have to have faith in myself to do it, but I do it. And it used to like make my stomach hurt. I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to do this." But I already know it's the thing to do because every time I've done it, it's done nothing but opened up and made my dream and more come true, right? But it's about us taking that leap. And especially now, I've been talking about Saturn in Pisces, right? And then Neptune and Uranus. These are the big shifts. These are the big things that's like within us. And we're in retrograde now. So it's about how are you going to do this, right? You have to have, it's time to have faith in yourself. Tammy, you are so good at boosting other people up, at always being there to support people. You're very, very good at this, right? I'm not even talking about your abilities. I'm just talking about your character, right? Yet you don't afford yourself the same thing. You don't. Um, it's like when we have faith in everybody else, but not in ourselves. Like you don't even afford yourself the same compassion, the same kindness, the same thing. You just don't. I've seen it in you. I've known you for a while and I've seen it in you. And you are this beautiful, beautiful soul that is just trying to do the right things by everything. I've seen you. And this world is not nice sometimes, and you can get taken advantage, one, not just you, but one can get taken advantage of. And I feel like as you've gotten closer and as you've evolved more and as you're more connected consciously to your higher self, because you're never disconnected, right? But as that's happening, you're being protected. It's like me, I'm protected, right? um
Hmm.
if you can't stand up for yourself yet, but you want to get there, your higher self is like, I'm shutting that down. They're not going to take advantage of her. She's got other places to go. She's got other things to do. This time has been perfect for you. We're in retrograde. What a perfect opportunity to learn a new modality. That's a perfect opportunity to learn a new modality. Has it been easy? Probably not, because financially it's hard, right?
Yeah.
But I promise you, as you're doing these modalities, this is like the perfect chance. You're making it. It's okay. I'm telling you, it will open up. It'll start opening up for all of us, right? It's already should have started, especially for this group. But we're about to go this week into the eclipse season, right? And I think I've said
Hmm.
this before, but the Pisces eclipse is going to give us a glimpse as to the stuff that we are going to be growing into all the way through 2027. So not only is it going to like put us on the path, and you guys know how I feel about that. You're never on your wrong path, but this kind of like puts you into the dreams that you have created in your mind up to this point, right? Does that make sense? And so you're going to see a big shift probably in these next 2 weeks, the next month. But it's about you. If you're not ready, if you have, I mean, I have no idea what you may have this agreement with your higher self that's like, I needed this time to have this modality because this is what I fell in love with, right? And so you learn this modality, you're doing your thing, and I see things opening up. I do see things opening up, but it's going to be a shock to some people because again, they don't like change. Some people don't like change. Does all this make sense to you?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So do you have
Plus, I've been
faith in
having health
yourself?
issues.
What
My
did you say?
higher self. I've been having health issues too. So I think it was my guide saying you need to slow down and look after your health.
Yeah,
Right? I mean,
absolutely.
they've cut me off everything.
Yeah. So do you want to talk about some of the issues?
I know I have a blockage in my stomach, and I'm just wondering if I have to have surgery.
Mm.
But get this, I don't have a GI. He retired, and they found someone in July, and
So wait a
she's
minute.
gone
You have a blockage in your GI?
in my, yeah.
Is it a partial blockage? Because you should have, because if you have a blockage, that would mean immediate surgery.
I know I've had this before, and
Okay.
um, it's like I'm bloated all the time.
Yeah,
Looks
I
like
get
I'm
it. I get
eating
that.
pregnant,
Yeah. Okay.
and now my ankles are swollen, so I think I'm retaining water
Okay.
fluid,
Yeah.
and my new GI is not coming back till September 26th,
Wow.
and I'm not able to eat because it hurts too much.
Yeah, I get that. I'm so sorry.
So that's basically it. She said if I started to throw up, I should go to the hospital. She goes,
Abs-
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to
absolute.
tell you to come in now because I know you won't. I
Right.
said,
And
yeah, you're right.
You're in Canada, right? So,
Yeah,
yeah. So listen, don't play with that. You need to go to the hospital if you start like vomiting like they said. I would listen to what they said. Don't for any reason think I can get through this, right? This is where I say Western medicine helps. When there's emergencies, when there's things going on like that, you need to take that seriously. And I know that you are, and you're trying to figure out why the blockage, right? So if
yeah,
you think about digestion, right? It's like I'm having trouble digesting life, and when it comes through me, I want to hold it, the blockage, right? Like I can't process some things. So that's what your body's telling me on a spiritual energetic level. Okay, does that make sense to you? Does that make sense that you will hold it because you're trying to understand how to process it, or you will ignore some of it because it's too painful, because you don't understand, because of whatever, right? And so then you have this energy that's just blocked, right? So it's about processing. And you may not do this now because you're learning modalities and you're getting closer, but in your past, all of that stuff had to go somewhere. It's still
yeah,
there. It's blocked. It's like this block, right? And so as you process, as you understand, and by process I mean as you understand, as you come to some peace, um, as that happens, um, you may not have this, actually not may, you won't have this problem anymore, right? So I feel like the blockage now is from all that old toxic stuff that you've had that you didn't know how to get rid of, that you had to put it somewhere, right? And so
yeah,
it's really important for you remember that letter that I told you that I wrote. I've said it to you guys. I wrote my younger self a letter, right? It's like that, like going back there and just
yeah,
understanding and forgiving yourself for whatever reason. Like some people, they don't even realize that they have this thing of I should have done better, I should have known better, I should have blah blah blah, I should have stepped it up, I should have da da
hmm,
da. You have all of that is there, and your soul that just happens to keep it in your bowel or in your GI tract, um, and that's where it stayed in because you're incarnated here, right? So, but that
yeah,
needs to your energy is not flowing. Your energy needs to flow, right? That may not be easy for you to hear, but that
no,
may also be the reason that you're where you're at. Like you can't move. There's no job. There's no bubble. Like your higher self is protecting you, right? So
I know that.
right. So your higher self is like, you can't see. All you're seeing is, well, I love to do this and I got to make money anyway and da 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 da. Right.
Yeah.
But as your higher self, I see
Mhm.
that, and this is me guessing, right? As your higher self, I can see that if you do that and you continue to push, but then you're going to come into some relationships and some things, they're going to cause you to put more into that blockage and you're not going to survive. And I need you to survive. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
Total.
this time is for you to sort of go back and say to your younger self that you are thankful, that you love your younger self, and that you forgive them for whatever shame, anguish, thinking that they needed to have responsibility, thinking that they needed to be brave, and they thinking that they could have been more courageous and they weren't. Like, those are things that we can think about ourselves of, like, why didn't I? You
Hmm.
didn't know better, right? You didn't know better, and
Yeah.
not everybody is the warrior in the beginning. We just aren't. We become that. Does that make sense? Like, you have
Yeah.
to, because I feel like this is what's going on, is like, you really need to forgive, not you now. You now knows. I'm talking about the you in the past, but all of that is in your GI. Does that make
Hmm.
sense?
Yeah. No, yeah, it does. The funny thing is, I went to my friend's place. She's spiritual too, and the lady that lives beside her was a nurse
Hmm.
doing what, just kind of.
Yeah,
And she
absolutely.
has colitis too, but she's very spiritual. She did some finger pressures on my back,
Uh-huh.
spine areas.
Uh-huh.
I come home last night, felt great. My stomach deflated. It's like, oh, where's that baby? It must have came out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's
today I
the
feel good.
it
I'm not
it
bloated.
yeah, so here's the thing. And this is not to take away anything from her, right? This
Yeah.
is why I know modalities, I do modalities, but the way that I teach is coming from way deep inside, because I can do it right now. Anybody, any one of you, I can pull that out, I can take it away, da da da. All you're gonna do is bring it back. That's all you're
I
gonna
know.
do, right? So I like to work from the bottom up. I want you to transmute it and change it. I don't want it to ever come back. That's how I work.
Mhm.
That's how I work with herbs. That's how I work with healing. That's how I work, right?
Yeah.
I want to get you to a place where you change your mindset. I don't change it for you. You change your mindset. So she was able to give you some relief, and I'm so happy about that. I'm giving you the
Yeah.
second part, is to go back and look at those things so that you don't bring that back, right? And
Hmm.
then maybe you'll get some more relief where people use acupuncture. There's a lot of modalities that will help, but again, you'll just be doing them over and over and over and over again, because you're just going to bring this stuff back, right? But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't go seek the modalities and get some relief. That just means, that's why I do all of them, because while we're doing this part, we're doing this part too. Does that make sense? Like, while we're
Yeah.
doing the herbs that will kind of get you through, I'm helping you psychologically and with your energy, and I'm teaching you some cool stuff so that you can do on your own. Which is why, like, I talked about the lymphatic system, right? Like, I'm going to show you guys
Hmm.
about the lymphatic system, how to drain that. I've showed you guys several things because I think you all should know this. This
Yeah.
is all part of you helping. Your ultimate goal here, one of them is, and that's not just you, it's this group. We learn how to work with our bodies as well as our spirit and our mind and our heart. Does that make sense?
Yep.
We got to
Oh, yeah.
align, and we've done a lot of work. So I'm just here getting you to, like, that final part to be able to release, because, like, what's in your gut right now, I don't feel like is even new. This is old stuff, but it had to go somewhere. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
I hope that helps. And I just want to change. I wanted to make sure that your mindset was okay, because this is not a bad time for you. This is actually a really good time for you, right? But it's our perception. Like, oh my God, I don't have anything. I'm losing everything. We can get fearful, right? And I don't want you to, because I already know it's going to open up as soon as you change that. as soon as you change that. But I feel like it is your higher self that's like, you can't do anything right now but do this because your poor body is screaming,
I
screaming.
know.
It's
Yeah,
screaming,
it's
and
brutal.
you had chosen not to pay attention to it, right? And now it's forcing you to pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Like it's making it the main thing so that you can get through this because you will. You'll get through it.
Yeah.
Um,
Always have.
right. And you don't want to be working with a gut like that. You don't want to be helping people with a gut like that, right? Like you
No,
you
I
want to
can't.
just
It's too
flow.
painful.
You want to just
It's yeah.
flow. You want to be able to like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this today and I get to see such and such like I do. I'm like, "Oh my God, I get to see which. I get to see pineapples in LA. Oh my God, I get to
Yeah.
see such and such." That's how you want it, right? Um
Mm.
so but you have to like let go of this other stuff, right? I do feel like the eclipse is going to help you like cut that out. This is the perfect time for you to cut that out,
I
actually,
was
now that I'm
just looking
thinking
at
about
that.
it.
When is it? Yep, the 16th. Yeah, I'm
Yeah, and
working on that.
this is the energy that wants to help you. This is what this energy is for. So I'm kind of glad that we're able to do this. Do you have any comments, questions? Did I answer where you were kind of going? I want to thank you for coming on this live. I know it's kind of
Oh,
scary
thank
for
you.
some people, but do you have anything to say?
I kind of knew this was going to happen
Did
because
you?
I was going to ask you about what I just asked you.
Uh,
And then you said, I have a surprise. And it's like, oh, here's my in right here.
wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I said that this morning. Like, well, they did.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's so
Actually, you know
awesome.
what? I
What?
told my best friend last night, she called me at 10 o'clock and said, you, Cindy, is coming on. I've known her for years. And I'm going to ask her about my house.
Yeah,
And it happened just now.
that gives me chills.
She's going to freak right out when she calls me tonight.
That is so
She goes,
awesome.
Tammy, you are so accurate. I've seen you improve over the past 5 years. You're amazing. You nail dates, you nail numbers, this, that.
Oh,
You know what people are going through. I was like, I know, but I can't help myself.
I love you. Thank you so much for saying those kind words. I appreciate you.
Thank
But I
you.
also want you to know that all of you have this within you. We're all working on it, right? We're all doing it, and you can
Hmm.
absolutely do this. Um, and I want to thank you for being with this group. Your
It's all
energy,
you. You helped me big time though.
thank
Listening
you.
to you, talking to you all those years. You're
Well,
awesome.
I've been trying to tell you guys stories how about how y'all have helped me. Y'all don't think you helped me as much, but you do help me. Just your energy, just being in here, just being kind and wise to the others when they need help. Like all of that helps me. And a lot of times y'all will say something and I'm like, "Oh, that's something I needed to understand or I needed to know personally," right? And in the
Hmm.
past, because of where it came from, everything was private. Everything was like, so I'm used to not saying a lot of personal
Yeah,
things, right? But that's not what this is. And that's why I had to go away, understand how I wanted to do this. And that's why I'm letting you guys absolutely in my world because, I mean, I have to like have a line because of safety, right? But I want you to know I'm just like you. I want you to know this guru stuff is all BS. Like we're done with that. Like I'm just like you. I have the same struggles as you, right?
yeah,
And if I don't have the exact ones, I probably had them already, and I can help you through it. But there are some things that y'all have said that I'm like, oh my God, that's my answer, right? And so I try to tell you
yeah,
guys. So I thank you very, very much just for being in here, just for helping the others. We have other people that are going to be coming in. I kind of
yeah.
feel like it's going to be
Thanks.
a lot this week, but we have a lot other people that are going to be coming in and they're searching. And remember, like attracts like. These are people that have had to do it on their own all their life. They don't even know how to lean. They don't even know how to ask. They just don't,
Hmm.
right? That's why you ladies are so special. Each and every one of you. So I thank you. I am going to put us on break. Does anybody have any but before I do that, does anybody have any questions for Tammy? She's got ability. She's good. Maybe we can ask her a question. Let's see if anybody will ask you. It takes a minute and then I'll read it for you. Or you can
Okay.
look on your iPad, right? You're welcome to do that. It
Everyone's
takes,
silent.
I know it takes a minute. They went silent again. I'm like, guys, you gotta help me out.
Come on, speak up or forever hold your peace.
Let's see. So, Mom Otto says, "How did my friend Chick? What does that mean, Kathy? I don't know what that means."
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah. Let me read some of the comments that were. Let's see. Uh. Oh, please let me. Okay, wait. But there's. I'm commuting now. Let's see, Mama. Awesome. So nice of Cindy. Since I'm meeting with you next week, I will let others have it. Yeah, that's true. You are meeting with me next week. I do have a list of questions. Good. You should have a list of questions. We have a long session coming. How did my how so do you want to try to answer this? It said, how did my friend Chuck die? That's a
I'm
pretty
feeling
deep.
blood clot.
You're feeling a blood clot?
Blood, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not they're not letting me do this.
What is it called? Blood clot or aneurysm? Is that what you call it?
Aneurysm,
It went
yeah.
right to my stomach.
This think I'd slow. Mom, Otto, what does that mean? I'm not sure.
We should send some healing to Rodney. He's feeling sick.
Okay. Oh
And some
no,
energy.
I didn't see that, Rodney. I am so sorry. Yeah, if you'll allow us, Rodney, if you're still here, if you'll allow us, because we never want to go in your energy unwanting. So if you'll allow us, we'll send you some good energy. And there's a lot of powerful women in here. Oh no. Yeah. Here. He said here. So just let us know if it's okay and we'll do it. We just send you energy. Because I myself don't will not get into other people's energy without letting them say yes or no, right? Oh yeah, this thing is slow, right? It is slow. That's the that's the issue with going through a third party and then a third party or fourth party. Just laying down and listening. It's okay. Okay. So you guys, those of you that know Reiki, those of you that know energy healing, Um, Rodney has come in here and he's been so kind to us and he's given us all the support. And so if you guys would send him some good energy. Yeah, I'm seeing it too. Just sort of clear out his field, open his heart. I see that your your solar plexus, your that chakra is like way out there. It's time to calm it down. Yeah. Anybody else see anything? Do you see anything? I'm just clearing your energy field, Rodney, but we'll see if Tammy gets anything. Do you know what's funny, Mom Otto? Is that Tammy felt it, and so an aneurysm, a clot, but in the stomach area, I guess is what she said,
Caused by the jab.
by the shot. Yeah.
I sent Rodney some energy because my face gets really hot.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that's from a high temperature? Or do you think he's just
Pardon?
not? Do you think the hot face that you're feeling is from hot? Do you get it if it's a fever? Or do you get it if there's something going on up there?
No, it's my team. They're coming down. I always get from here up hot.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's you. Okay. you I can feel him feeling better.
Yeah, so
Ro-
can I.
yeah, Rodney, I you got to answer this for me. And I know you're sick. For some reason, I feel like you're Aquarius. That he said, smiling. He's like, he's probably like, oh shit, she can see. I told you guys. I don't know if I've told you guys this group. Oh, you're a Taurus. Ah, love that. Love that. Okay. I'd have to I want to look at your chart if you'll let me. Um why do I cuz I feel Aquarian with you. I don't know why. Um but anyway, it's like I told you guys. So Tammy, you know this story. Mom Otto probably knows this story. Eagle knows this story. Um, I sent Mom Otto says I sent Reiki. My fingers are tingling. Perfect. He's smiling because I could feel when he felt better, and he's smiling because he is feeling better. So, thank you so much, Kathy. So getting back to this story, you guys have heard this story. 421. Oh, he's gonna let me do it. I can't do it on live. I'll do it on live on another day if you want, but or I'll do it on my own if you want me to. You let me know if you want me to do it publicly
I
because
just
I
have to
just want
grab
to
some
look for myself.
water.
I just want to look for myself. So, Rodney, I need to know your birth location, and birth time if you have it. But getting back to the story that you guys have already heard, it's like my cousins. They're such like I love them, but they're buttheads. Sometimes. One time I was coming from California and driving, and they know I do I do it in 24 hours, or I think it's 23 hours that I can do it in. Anyway, as I'm pulling up to their house, I mean, it's one of my cousin's houses, but the other three cousins are there. Sandy, oh, you were in San Diego. Nice. Okay. San Diego, and then 3 a.m. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna look at your chart later. So as I'm pulling up to after this long drive from San Diego to Texas, um, I'm pulling up and my cousins are standing outside waiting for me because they're so excited to see me, and they all have foil hats on, like on purpose to like get on my nerves. Because they were like, she can hear us, she can see us. So I got out of the car and I was like, why are y'all wearing that? That is not nice. They were like, this is so you can't see us and you can't read us. That is so mean. That is so mean of you to do that. Yeah. So you live in Bakersfield now, but you were born in San Diego. Perfect. Yeah. I remember that you lived like somewhere in the middle there. But I didn't realize that you were born in San Diego. So Tammy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
My best friend. And thank you for doing that for Mom Otto. I appreciate you. Hang in there. You got some changes that are coming. Um, and thank you for doing this on such a public forum. I really, really appreciate it. So
Great. Thanks for having
let
me
me
in.
put us on break. We'll be right back, guys. Okay, Tammy. Hold on a second. Da, 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 da. Oh my God, y'all. You're not going to believe who's coming in. I'm so excited. So give us just a second while we set everything up and then we will be right back. Thank you guys for having such patience. Thank you for being in here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you're feeling better, Rodney. Ego, you should be getting the link. I was going to surprise everybody, but it's you. I already sent the link to you, Eagle. Hey, Aries Saves Lives. How are you? We'll be coming back in just a minute. I just got to get her in, and then you guys can see. See my little baby eagle. I'm sitting over here laughing while you're. I'm so excited. Oh my God, my voice is horrible right now, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I'm sitting here waiting. I'm waiting for Eagle. Something doesn't work in this. My phone is too old, and I don't have a PC right now. Oh, okay. Well, let me make sure that. Um, Let me see if anybody else wants to. So, Aries, that sucks, the Eagle, because I really wanted you to come in. Aries, I am, if you want to come in, well, you know what? No, because I'm going to see you this next week. Let me just go make sure nobody else wants to come in. Hold on. Oh, okay. You're updating the app. Okay. We can wait. Okay. I do have someone else that I'm gonna have come in. Eagle, you keep up. Oh, never mind. Hold on. We got Eagle. Hold on. But I may do this next one too after Eagle. My mic on. Everybody, this is Eagle. It's an Egle.
It's Agla.
Yeah, it's Egle. I know what it is, but I've always called you Ego, and I thank you so much for letting me do it because you're my eagle who is gonna fly. It is
Yeah.
so nice to see your face, and I'm sure all of these beautiful women and men are so happy to see your face because you are such a big part of this group. You have known me for I don't even know how long, like decade, right? Like almost a decade.
10 years, I think, yes.
Yeah, 10 years. And can you hear me? I'm sorry, I'm trying to talk closer so that
Yes,
you
I
can
can
hear.
hear you better when you are near the mic.
Try to bring the mic forward. Okay. That's better. Is that better?
Uh-huh.
Can you guys hear it? Eagle? Good to see you, ladies. Yes, right? Come on down. Eagle says Aries. So, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and then you can ask any question and kind of let us know. We're all excited. I know you, but they don't. They're getting to know you. So, let these ladies
So,
know.
I
She
don't
said
know. I
Aries
live
said
in
Eagle's so sorry
uh-huh.
to interrupt, but Aries said Eagle's so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so go ahead.
So, I don't know. I live in Lithuania. It's in Europe. Um, I do facial massages for as a
Nice.
work.
Not very nice.
Um, mm, I'm 32 years old.
Uh-huh. And
And
what do you like to do in your off time besides meeting
I like to
boys?
dance. I dance like
Oh, Eagle, that reminds
almost every day. I just
that's good. I'm glad that you dance. I got your message and I hadn't got to respond, but also I went and looked at that video that you had me look at with this that said time zone, the
yes.
music video. I love that. I love that song. Like I'm trying to figure out how I can like pay some money to make it our theme, like be able to like put it in our intro. I love this song. Definitely
Oh,
when we
that's
get our
great.
place, I'm gonna play the song, but like I really love that song. You guys have to like maybe when she leaves here she can put the link of or the name of this song that's called Time Zone, and it basically you'll have to hear it. It's cool, but it like got to my heart because it's like it's true. The only thing that's keeping us apart is the time zone. Like that's the only thing that's keeping us apart. I was like, oh my God, I love this song. I was playing it over and over. So I am going to play it with some of the herbs too because I love it. Thank you for giving that to the world, letting us know because some of us didn't, right?
Oh, that's great.
Uh, Rodney says hi, Eagle, and then Rodney's ill, so he's going to sleep. Bye, everyone. He says, bye, Rodney. I hope you feel better. Yes, deep, deep, deep sleep so that you can get better. Okay.
Bye, Rodney.
She says bye. Oh yeah, you can see him. He can see you. Try to translate. Okay, so I'm so glad that you dance. I'm so glad that you're getting in that happy space. I think we all need to. I think it's so. I don't know how to explain this again. Like, it is so important for us. Like, we want to always do the right thing, right? And we keep thinking that doing the right thing is getting through these lessons and doing it all serious. And my higher self source, whatever you want to call those energies, is telling me that it's about laughter too. Like it's like you guys are know how to be serious. What you don't know how to do is have laughter and have joy in the midst of these things happening, right? And little things like what you're doing, Eagle, the little things like what you're doing, Eagle, of like dancing and smiling and getting yourself in a better space, even though there are other things going on in the world, is like that one lesson that we need to understand and experience so that our soul grows. Does that make sense?
Yes, actually, when I dance, uh, I feel like it's the best thing that I can do.
Right. Because it is. It's really good.
Yes.
I mean, for so many reasons, Eagle, just moving your body around will help your energy flow. So whatever we kept in there that we didn't mean to keep in there, that kind of will go with the dancing, and then your mindset is just like freeing and getting into the music and listening to the words and taking those to heart, and all of that. Having memories when you hear having memories when you hear some lyrics, and just doing that. That's dancing is the best thing to do. I mean, honestly, back in the day when I used to go out with my girlfriends, even before then, even in Houston, I remember in my early 20s, like I would go dance for hours on the dance floor. I didn't care who saw me, who was there, whether I was with somebody or not. I didn't care. Just go dance. That was like exercise for me, and it just got me really into the groove of things. So I love dancing. That puts me in a happy space. So I'm so glad that you're dancing. I think all of us need to be doing that. So I think that's a really, really good thing. So now everybody knows a little bit about Eagle. So her real name is Egle, but forever since she was young, and she's known me for a long time, I have called her Eagle. And to me, she's my little eagle that was going to learn to fly. That's how I had her in my heart. And she's so kind that even though she's older now, she's like, she just lets me call her Eagle. So you guys can call her Eagle or you guys can call her Egglet. It's up to her. I can't make that distinction for you. But to me, she's my little eagle. Hi, Karina. So glad you made it. So do you have any question? Do you have a question for me, or do you have a comment, or do you have a subject that you want to kind of talk about?
I have a subject
Oh,
that I was actually thinking about today, and I thought I would like to ask you, but I thought during the normal life that we do, it would be too much to write the messages. And so it's very nice that it turned out this way.
Isn't it exciting?
Yes, and the topic is about, I was thinking, in the springtime, I had this experience, or how to say it. I had a boyfriend, and he cheated on me, and I had this fear that someone I love will cheat on me. I had it since, like, I don't know, since when I had like matured like a woman, like when I had my first period or something like that. I don't know. I've had this fear that yeah, and also, and today I was thinking about it, and now that he's not here, I don't feel this fear.
That's good.
But now that I'm maybe thinking about relationships in the future, I want to like maybe look into it deeper, because maybe it's not him that he just did it.
I'm glad you
but
said
it's
that.
Also something.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. So keep going. I'm glad you said that.
But it's also something that it's like a program inside of me, because actually my grandfather cheated on her, and my mother also had a father.
I'm getting chills because you're like right on. That's exactly what, and I was like not gonna say anything. I did not want to influence you in any way. I wanted you to come out with it. So keep going. You're doing good. I'm getting chills. You're on the right track. Keep going.
And my father and also my mother had, like, father cheated on her, and yeah, so I've had this fear, and when it actually happened to me, I had like a relief at the same time that finally it happened.
Yeah. So that like it could be over with, right?
Yes, but now I'm thinking like maybe I need to look like like, I don't know what it is, but I wouldn't want it to repeat again.
Yes,
So
gotcha. So let me just say, you're on the right track. You are doing everything right. I love this. It is your family line, and you had the fear because I think it's in another life of yours too. But it is in your line as well, which is, they were all telling me that so your guys were telling me this, and I was like being quiet because I did not want to influence you at all. So, but that's why I kept like shaking my head. But you're absolutely correct in that. I mean, I loved how you explained it. You've had this fear for a long time until it actually happened, and then you released the fear, right? Because it already happened. So we want to reprogram that, or we want to transmute that energy, because this is one of the chains you're breaking, right? We want to transmute that energy. We want to come to some understanding and then know that it's not going to happen again, right? We don't want this for our children. We don't want this for ourselves. We don't want this, right? So I think getting over the fear, you had this fear because I felt like you had this fear for a long time, and that totally makes sense with every time that you'd ask me about a gentleman, right? Every time that you ask me about someone, we don't want to attract that anymore. But I feel like where do I go with this? Hold on. So you're doing two things. You're changing your line, the DNA. Remember I said we come in, we're like, okay, I'm going to go with that family line, and I'm going to take on those things, and I have this thing that I'm going to do, right? So you're changing that, but I also feel like there's something in another life that you're also working out. Okay, does that make sense? Does that feel true to you? Because I don't want them to tell me what it is. So I don't want them to tell me what it is, just in case I put you under. I don't want to influence anything, right? And the reason I'm doing this, guys, is because I've known Eagle for so long that I'm sure eventually I'm going to get to put her under now that I've started doing them online. So I'm trying not to influence her at all. I just want to know whether that resonates a little or not. And they're not giving me details on purpose. Okay.
Uh, yes, when you said about the last life, I just saw like a little glimpse of light pass by, like in my vision.
That's cool. That's cool. So, um, you're already changing this. I want you to know this. You're already changing it. The fact that you knew and you were aware that this was coming and then it came and then you worked through that and then you said I don't want this to happen again and then you were trying to figure out how to not attract that again. All that is changing that line and that's giving me chills. All that is changing that line, right? And you're sitting here at so you've been doing it correctly all along, working on yourself and understanding. And so do you understand that it's not your fault? You didn't do anything wrong. You understand all that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I just think that
Perfect.
maybe there's something like programming or something
Yeah,
that I
it is.
attracted, but
Yeah,
it's
it
not.
it is programming, but the fact that you've become aware of it changes it. The fact that you made a stance and said, I don't want to do this again, changes it, right? And then we've got to figure out what habits you've had that maybe need to be changed. Maybe you got really good habits because it sounds like you got really good habits. The fact that you're dancing every day, you're changing all of this, right? Now, there's going to be a time where you're like, okay, this is Saturn in Pisces, where you're like, okay, I'm a little afraid. Did I bring something back? Am I gonna attract it again? Do I want to do this right now? That's Saturn in Pisces. What is Saturn in Pisces? What have I told you guys? He's asking you to have faith in yourself, in yourself. Okay. He's asking you so in your situation, he's saying, keep your heart open. Know that you've done all you can, all the work. Now, when something comes to you, you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to. Are you going to work out some kinks? Sure. But you have worked it, and I can tell just by what you told me that you have worked hard enough for Saturn to gift you. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. She's taking it in by her smile. I see that. So I can tell you, yes, it is programming. And again, you're doing the right thing. And I know that you started dating someone now, right?
Yes.
Okay. So do you want to talk about that? Did I answer your question with the other though?
Yes, but maybe I wanted like to know like that programming, like what it's about. But
Yeah.
maybe it's not necessary. I don't know.
No, so you, whether it's necessary or not, if you want to know, you want to know, right? So I've on purpose told them they know not to give me details if it has to do with you going under, and that's why I'm not going to be able to answer that question for you. But what I
Okay.
can say is that you are on track. You're right. You're correct. You are whatever you're thinking about. I feel like maybe it's something that I need to like investigate, but should I investigate or not? You're on the right track. I can tell you that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to spoil it for you, and I do not want to influence you if you go under. Okay, so I'm not
Yes,
going to be
I was
able to.
thinking like a couple of last days, I was thinking about the hypnosis with
Hmm.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I kind of already know that we're gonna do it. It's just gonna be, when my schedule allows, when your schedule allows, when any of that happens, right? So,
Yes.
but I want to give you some relief and tell you that you are on the right track and you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. Okay, and you're not going to see it right now because part of your growth is Saturn saying, "I need you to have faith in yourself." Like this is really because I don't know if you understand. This is stuff that not everybody can do. You have changed the line. You have changed your DNA. You are changing your DNA, right? And this is like not everybody can do this. People can say that they're going to do it, but no, not everybody can do this. You've actually investigated, gone within, look at yourself. What can I do? How can I help? What do I want? Da, 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 da. Like you're doing all of that. I don't want to deter you from any of that. You're doing everything to change the energy, you're doing everything right. I just cannot give you the answer right now because I do not want to influence you. So I'm
Yes.
kind of
Okay.
stuck
It's
in
okay.
between.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So do you have any other comments, or I don't know, anything you want to say to everybody now that you get to say hi to everybody? Do you want to say something?
I don't know.
You're in here all the time. They love you to death. Look at that. Look
Yeah.
at that smile now. She said, which Tammy said. So Aries Saves Life says, trust yourself. You have to change it. Yeah. Yeah. Trust yourself. You are changing it. It's already changing. It's already changing. And you're
Yes.
so brave because you're really brave, because things will come at you like that in relationships and you still have an open heart. Okay? Like, you don't understand. Like, it's easy for me because of the way my planetaries, my planets are and what I came here to do, and like I can have relationships and stuff. If somebody, like, I don't know, it would be very hard for me to like continue if somebody messed with me like that. Like, it would be very hard. I'd probably, I don't know what I'd do actually. Like, you're very brave to be able to keep your heart open. I don't know that I could keep my heart open after having something like that. I really don't. I don't know that I could have my heart open. But that's why I'm saying you're brave. Like, what seems to you like it's not that big a deal, maybe a little big a deal, but not that big a deal, is a big deal to someone like me. Like, not everybody can do what you can do. That's a superpower. I hope you know that. That's some strength. I hope you know that. I mean, I can get up here and I can talk and everybody listens, but break my heart and see what happens. Like, it's not going to be nice for anybody. And then I won't ever open my heart again, right? Like, that's not the way to be. But it's like, this is where I'm just saying this because I want you to know this is where you are strong. This is where you are evolved. This is where people need your advice, because you can do this. Not everybody can do this. It's a big thing to be able to do this. Does that make sense?
Yes, I think.
Good.
Well, actually, so my parents are together after that, what happened, and my grandfather stayed with my grandmother also until the very end.
Right.
So I think that also is
And you
giving me like
and you the ability to do that.
yes.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, it may be like a way to say I can see myself that can do it, but I can feel your heart. Your heart is open, even though things have happened to you, even though men have treated you the way that they have. Your heart stays open. Like, my heart won't do that. Just won't do that. I know it can, but that's where I'm like, that's where you're more evolved than I am, right? So I want you to know that that's a superpower. And the fact that your grandparents have stayed together even though, and the fact that your parents have stayed together even though, it's giving you a mirror to say, this is exactly what I don't want. I want to not have that between me and my significant other, and to stay together, right?
Yes,
like, just
yes,
that
yes.
is changing it. Just that stance, just understanding. My grandparents did it. My parents did it. I'm not doing this. I'm going to do it a different
Yes.
way, right?
I think I would probably have stayed or how to say with the guy that cheated on me. Like, I felt okay. Well, this happened, but we could still move on. But why it didn't happen is because he showed me that he really didn't care,
Right.
and that was what's important
And
for me.
yeah, very. And here's the thing: you probably saw it, what we call
Yes, I
the
knew it
red
from,
flags,
it's like
but
I knew it from the very beginning.
right,
Like, I
and you
felt it
ignored
from the
it.
very beginning, but I still chose to do it. Like, I don't know even why. Like,
Yeah, because part of it was because it's in your DNA, right? We know that.
yes,
And the other part
yes.
is like, okay, our ego gets involved and we're like, I kind of know inside, but I'm going to try to change this anyway, right? And
Yes,
you're
yes.
no longer like that. I mean, we have known each other for a long time, since you were little. Since you were, how old were you? Like 16, 18?
No, no, no. I was 21,
Oh, you were 21. Okay.
something like
Yeah.
21. Yeah.
So yeah, you were 21. You were just starting. Like,
Yes, yes, yes.
you've come a long way, and I'm so, so proud of you. And you're gonna do this. You're already doing this, and you're gonna have the most beautiful relationship. God, they won't let me say anything. Like I'm trying. They'll start pulling it from me.
That's how I feel. I want to pull cards for myself, and
Yeah.
it's like I can't even formulate the question. Like
Right.
I can't for myself. Like
I know.
I
Well,
try to, and I pull, and but then I like no
yeah,
questions,
well, it's
no.
like, for me as a medium, for doing what I do, it's like I saw it, and then as soon as I was gonna say something, they like pulled it from me, and I was like, they won't let me say anything. So I cannot wait to put you under. I'm so excited. I want to do it like now, but we'll wait for the timing. I'm so excited for you, and I'm so happy that you came on here and let me talk to you, and you talk to everybody else. I'm sure everybody is just loving that they get to finally put a face to you, to someone that
Yes,
helps them
I
all the
was I
time.
was really afraid, and I'm glad that I did it.
I'm
Yeah,
glad you
yeah,
did
yeah.
it too. I didn't even know you were afraid. I thought you did just fine.
When I called in, my heart was bouncing.
Listen, if I can do it, you can do it. If you can have
Yes.
your heart open and I can't, you can do this. Come on. Anyway, I love you dearly. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to put us on break and then we'll take a second. Okay. So if
Okay,
you want to
thank
say
you.
bye to everybody, say bye bye. I'm going to
Bye,
put us on
everyone.
break. If you guys could give us a minute. And there is one other person that I am going to do that I saw an email for. So I'll let her say bye. You
Thank
can.
you, everyone, for being here. Yes.
Okay. Let me put us on mute. Bye, Aries. I just saw that you're leaving. So, everybody, I'm just waiting for the last person um to try to come in. Are you guys how are you guys liking this? Are you guys loving this? Or is it okay? I know that there has to be breaks in between. Let me know your opinion. What's going on? I'm going to try to read some of the things that you guys have been writing since I've been on. So let's see. We know Rodney went to bed. Poor thing. Aries came in, sang that song. We got it on Eagle. Says, come on down, Eagle. And then Mom Otto says, yay, good to see you, ladies. Eagle's so beautiful. Aries saves lives says, yes. Eagle, hi, Rodney. Then Karina showed up. Hi, Karina. I think I said hi. Let's see. Look at that smile now. Yeah. Hi, all. So, Ellen, how are you? Let's see. Thanks for coming in. I'm extremely intrigued. I've been slowly but surely learning, I believe, been a medium my entire life. Interesting. Interesting. Yep, allowing people to be who they are over there away from me. Good, Aries. I know she's gone now. We all love you. Bye. Take care. Bye, Aries. Good idea. Good job, Cindy. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Rapping. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Eagle. Yes. So the song is Time Zone and it's by, I think it's Meniskin. I'm here. I was telling Eagle about, oh, okay. I'm just waiting. Just waiting. So let me know if you guys like this. I'm still trying to work. Now that we know we're going to be, that you can be on camera. Again, I'm going to use this one, maybe 2 times next week. I'm not sure. But definitely one time when we're doing tarot. It just kind of depends on how crazy it gets. If it even gets crazy. But because we have tarot, yeah, happening. So actually, because we have tarot going on, I wanted to be able to do that. I snuck in the back now. Didn't want to interrupt. I'm doing. So I'm glad, Ellen, I'm glad you're here. David's going to pop in. He's busy right now, but he is going to pop in just a little bit. He said, I told him we'd be on about 2 hours and it's getting about that time, but he's just going to pop in. He needs to make Witch and Ellen. And Mom Otto, do you want that responsibility of being a moderator? Let me know. Aries saves lives. Do you want that responsibility of me being a moderator? I just want to make sure. Baby Angel, you're another one. Because we're going into the tarot reading next week and it could get really busy and I'm going to need moderators, right? As a moderator, I would just want you to like be able to give my email out, you know, when somebody asks, and then so you would just write it in there. And then the big thing about being a moderator is if there's some rude people, because if we go like, I mean, I guess people would call it viral. I don't really call it viral, but if we go and it gets picked up and there's a lot of people coming in that have never seen us, we'll get bots and then we get like rude people. And sometimes somebody, like Ellen said, sometimes somebody just needs a timeout because your emotions get high. That usually doesn't happen here, but it can. Get rid of those vampire suckers. Yeah. Yeah. So I just, I'll feel better having moderators. Yeah. And that's kind of all I'm asking, is just that if somebody's rude. The other thing, I mean, the good part, like we don't have to always say, well, somebody's doing something wrong. The other thing is if somebody has a question, because it flies by when we have a lot of people, like I won't be able to read everything, and somebody may have a like question that you can answer. And so if somebody has a question, um, it's like if you know the answer, you can answer that for me, because I won't be able to see when it starts getting busy. These things will fly by, and I have to like slow it down and I got to use my mediumship, and I'm listening to spirit because I'm trying to pick somebody right out of the crowd. Um, so get rid of those vampire suckers as a mod. Okay, Aries says she will. Okay. And Mom Otto, I'm loving it. Best time ever. Mom Otto, do you want to be a mod for us? I know Ellen said she would do it. Trolls are a different breed. Yeah, they're just trolls. I mean, they're just trolls. I mean, when your stance is like mine, I've already told y'all, people are going to do whatever people are going to do. So it doesn't bother me. Don't feed them and they go away. Yeah. Or you block them, you know. But back in the old day, I've taken a couple trolls and converted them. just and it was just because I wanted people to see how to handle trolls. Like, you can do that. But this was way back in the day in my other channel. I think it was at Your Indigo Path. So I don't know if this one, let's see. It's FDAW Fashion Design is who I'm waiting for. Hold on. Oh. Okay, she's not gonna be able to come in. She just emailed me back. So with that, I am going to get on screen really quickly by myself. I'm going to do this again. I probably will do it tomorrow for the new tarot for a little bit. So this is how I'm thinking of doing the tarot, and you guys tell me if you agree. Well, let me get back on screen first as I'm talking. Hold on. Okay. Okay, you guys can see me now, right? So, okay, Mom Otto. So we're gonna have Ellen, Mom Otto, Aries Saves Lives, which I really don't know which why you're not one already. So I'll add you for, because you guys are here like all the time too, so you're probably going to be able to catch me. But I try not to block unless it's obvious they need to go. Sometimes a 24-hour timeout where they just listen helps convert them. Yeah, that's true. I think you're nicer than I am. Anyway, so my thinking for tomorrow, I'm gonna do a live, probably around this time again. It's going to be the start of the tarot week that we're going to have, and I'm gonna be on screen first. It's gonna be like this, and then I'll answer some tarot, one question or whatever, and then I will let some people that I know, well, even if I don't know you, I will do a couple of calls, a couple of times where you could come in. Maybe one at the beginning, not the very beginning, and then one sort of towards the end where you could call in, where you can come in, and then we can do a mini reading, okay? So I think that's the best way to handle this. That'll be for tomorrow. Then the other day, I will probably just do the normal. And then depending on how well it goes, I may do on, so it's Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday, because I've got a busy weekend. My hypnosis, takes anywhere between 4 to 6 hours, sometimes 8. So that's a full day for me. So, and I also schedule some readings before and after. So, um, I've got a busy week next week. I've got like 3 hypnosis and then all these readings. So I decided to just do Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday. If I get a chance and can do it, I will add another day, right? Okay. So Mom Auto, let's see. She said, yes, I will. You should have another tarot reading in the background. See if the same cards um pop up. I don't know what you mean. I have a nice online personality, but Virgo, tired, grumpy, Gen X. Virgo. There's a line not to be crossed. Yeah, true. True. So true. Because I'm kind of like that. Yeah. So Tammy, I'm not sure what you were talking about having another tarot read in the background to see if the same cards pop up. Yeah, I don't really test the cards like that. I kind of am channeling, so I kind of know and I trust myself and I kind of just like I've seen this in a lot of tarot readers and I'm not bashing anybody. This is just my observation. Some tarot readers will need 100 cards to like tell you something. I need one and I can get a whole bunch of information from just that one. But that's because I'm not just looking at the tarot. I am channeling. That's the difference. So, where other people, and I'm not saying it's bad to do that. I'm just saying that's not the way I work. That's not what I need. I get a lot of information from one card, right? But every reader is different. And some people channel differently too. So, but y'all will see. Y'all will see why everybody wants me to do tarot because I haven't done it in a long time. I mean, I've done some, but you'll see it's different. It's very different. It's not like most people. And I think Rebecca even said, I don't watch any other tarot. And this is not to toot my own horn, trust me. But she said, I'm trying to give you like a why people feel that way. She's like, I won't even look at another tarot reader because I feel safe. I feel comfortable. I feel a lot of integrity here. I feel like it doesn't give me bad vibes. It gives me great vibes. And I like to just sit in Cindy's energy and listen to her. A lot of people back in the day used to say, I just turn on your video in tarot. I don't even care what predictions you do. I just want to listen to your voice because you make me feel safe. It's very sound advice when I tune in, right? So, yeah. So I'm hoping David will show up. Maybe he got busy. I know he was busy. If he doesn't do it in the next like 4 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and you guys still come back tomorrow. And I'm gonna have him come in here in tomorrow and make you guys moderators. Okay. He is busy. And poor thing, he came home from work and he had to do all of this and teach me. Because the software I use is not easy. It's not an easy one. Zoom is just Zoom is something that I'm bringing into the software that I use, right? So he not only had to help me build this stuff, he had to teach me how to do it too. He had to teach me how to use it when he's not here. So poor thing, he didn't like get his own time. He didn't get to talk to his little, well, she's not little, but you know what I mean. He didn't get to have his time. He didn't get to have that's all I can say. He didn't get to have his time. So, and he's busy right now. So he was going to try to come in. He usually keeps to his word. So I know that if he's not coming in, then he's in the middle of something and can't come. So how did everybody like today? I hope you enjoyed this. I'm so happy that we got to see Eagle's face and that we got to see Tammy's face and that we got to hear, um, you guys got to hear, our reactions and our speaking and my channeling. Because, usually I channel, you ask a question and I give you the answer, but you're actually writing it. This way you can see where the energy is flowing. You can see what's happening. So, I see cards as a tool. Yep, that's how I see them. They guide the information. At least that's exactly how I see them. If you look at my other videos, my way back in the day when I was doing tarot, that's exactly what I've always said. I see the cards as a tool. It's just one modality I know. It's one of you guys know I know like many. So it's just one, but I understand the love for them. I understand that people really love them. They engage with them. That is their modality. And so I don't want to take anything away from that, right? I don't care what the book says. Sometimes the cards go exactly. Well, I think you're gonna love my readings because that's exactly how I do it. Because I'm channeling, you know. Sometimes the Five of Swords means something else to me, and I'll know because. But here's the thing: it's gonna mean something about the Five of Swords, but it's going to expand from that, right? Because I transmute energy, because I'm an alchemist, because I am who I am, right? Like I know, like you guys hear me say this all the time. When somebody asks about love, I don't just want to see hearts. I don't just want to see cups. I want to see they know my guides, everybody knows on the other side. If this is a true thing, I want some grounding. I need some pentacles. And then I need some wands because I need them to like take some action. I need them to show up too. Like I don't just want to see cups. Like I need to see stuff. And so because I have that, I don't really look to like like you were saying, that they can mean one thing or another, because you're channeling, right? But there's certain guidelines I have with the tarot, and they know how I work on the other side, so they know if it's this type of relationship, we're probably going to show her pentacles and some wands and some. It's not just cups, right? So always channel and words just flow from my mouth. I do books. I don't do books either, right? Yeah. So again, there's no right or wrong in doing the tarot. It's just a preference, and I prefer it a certain way because I'm doing it, right? And I just happen to do it in a way that a lot of people like it. So you'll see. It could get crazy though. I think it's so healing and grounding to come to live like this. Really grateful that you did this, Cindy. I am so thankful for each and every one of you that participate because I do have a rule. You have to show yourself on camera. So I appreciate you giving your energy. I appreciate each one of you coming in here again, even if it's just for a minute. Rodney was sick as a dog, but he's like, I'm gonna show up, right? And he's from TikTok. Like that's you guys are amazing. You guys are just amazing. So thank you. I think y'all are awesome. She said, yes, Cindy, you're awesome. I think y'all are awesome. I really do. And like I said, I get to meet you guys, right? But you guys don't get to meet you guys. So to give you a better understanding of what I mean, back about 8 years ago, 7 years ago, somewhere through there, for a long time, actually, even in my professional work, I would be doing a reading or mediumship. Somebody would come to me. I'd do the reading, and then I would look, and they would tell me later, not during the reading, but somehow or another, I would know that they worked at this place, or I would know that they worked at this place. And then I'd see another person, and they work at the same place. And I've even seen it where two of them were in the cubicles right by each other. But because they were so scared to bring this stuff out or that nobody understood, they never mentioned a word of it, yet they're exposing themselves. They're coming to me for some help, right? And so I'm like, you have these people around you that you don't even realize. You have these people around you that could become like your really good family friends, but you won't open yourself up. And that's why part of why I'm doing this is because um, I get the honor of helping guide you, and I get to know your stories and I get to meet you. But you guys who are very loving to each other have not gotten to see each other, right? Just to see each other, just to meet each other. And so I thought before we build this place that I'm going to build, let's just all grow together. There's no reason why they can't come on. And I know nobody else does this. I know. And trust me, after all the work that David had to do last night and all the training that I had to have and the 5 hours, 4 5 hours that it took, like it's a lot of work to even bring this about. So I understand why nobody else does stuff like this, right? I mean, yes, people do interviews and whatever, but I'm like willing to go back and forth and do this and do that. And I'm going to put charts up and we're going to do readings that way. And I'm going to do tarot and there's going to be 2 cameras and like, I'm willing to do that. And I understand that that's not everybody and not everybody can do that. But for our group, I think we deserve it. So I'm willing to put in the work. I think we deserve it. I think we deserve to have people come in and you guys see them, the people that you're talking to, the people that you have these feelings for, the people that we're trying to grow this group about, right? I love the way you think. Yes. Thank you, Aries. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. Yeah. And then for those of you that catch me tomorrow, I'm sure you will. I'm going to try to do it around the same time so you guys know. Um, yeah. And then we'll make you guys moderators. David will do it really quickly. So it doesn't take much. Anyway, I love you, love you, love you. Thank you so very much for coming in. Thank you again for the donations. I know Wendy gave me she bought me coffee. So thank you very much for buying me coffee. Thank you very much for supporting my channel. Thank you very much for all of you. You guys, we are so close to that goal of the 3,000 hours. But thank you so much, Aries, who shares out my stuff. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing. Thank you for being here. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye.